Hi, it's David Pylon with Pylon Arts and Entertainment. Here again to do some more discussion. So this time I wanted to talk about making money online. So I started my business back in April of last year, and I started doing podcasts and YouTube videos around May. So I've been doing this about a year and a couple months now. And I originally invested last year around between $600 to $700 total in equipment, software, business licenses and fees, getting my websites launched, all of that, all combined in total. This year, it looks like it's going to come out to around between $250 to $300 annually just for the upkeep, and it looks like it'll probably be that every year going forward. So like almost around $1,000 already that I have invested, and I've made exactly $0 from anything I'm doing. I've got two different websites. I do not have ads on there because I've attempted to get Google AdSense and they turned it down. I'm going to try to work on the website more and try again. If I can't get any monetization on there, I might just take it down, honestly. So I've got one website that is my Pylon Arts Entertainment site, where I have a profile of myself, my business, and a link to all my different things that I do on YouTube, the Crest Publishing Company, where I have books for sale on Amazon and Kindle, all of that. And so I want to keep that up because I want that to be out there to show people this is who I am, this is what I do, it's what's on my business card. Then I have a second site, Keep Lawton Weird, which I just ripped off of Keep Austin Weird. It was my attempt. I'm wearing the T-shirt right now. You see that? There we go. So it was my attempt to kind of just like try to cultivate a culture of like independent artists around here where I live, because I noticed there's really no resources for finding out who is out there, who's doing what events are going on. There's really nothing, and so I've just been trying to create a website that does that, and I've been slowly working on it. One of the biggest problems I've been running into is finding people who are actually doing anything business or arts related and are serious about it and are willing to put themselves out there, because you'll talk to them and be like, can I add you to this, can I link to your page and put up information about you, and they'll just kind of like be like, oh, kind of like, I'll get around to it, and like they don't want to synergize, they don't want to do anything, they don't want any kind of community here fostering growth. So that's basically, if you're not familiar with Lawton, Oklahoma, that's the attitude, and that's the spirit of this place. It's very crushing and not conducive to starting small businesses or doing anything expression wise or anything like that. So that's one of the things I've been dealing with and looking at that, and that's expensive, and that's one of the biggest costs of just keeping those websites up. And also I created my business as an LLC, and there's the cost associated with that, and that's the other biggest cost. So I could, if I don't end up seeing any kind of profits, downsize to being just a sole proprietorship, which there's no cost in doing that. If you're familiar with how like businesses and taxes work, it's like I used to have a sole proprietorship with my Crest Publishing Company, and so I just started that and ran it for a couple years. Really didn't get very many sales at all, and then lost all my inventory. So I just like liquefied it. Like I wrote it into the tax department, the IRS. So I was like, I'm not making any more money on this. I don't have any inventory. It's kaput. So I basically decided to just kind of like try to resurrect that by reincorporating it into a new business, the Pylon Arts and Entertainment LLC. But in order to do that, that costs money, both for me to start it up and to keep it open annually. And you can only write off losses on your taxes for so many years, and don't take this as like official legal tax advice, because I am like certified to do taxes, and I can lose that certification if I don't put that disclaimer in there that I do not have the authority to give you any kind of like legal tax advice or expertise or anything like that. So just figure out, like, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. That it's not like official or anything like that. But I'm just saying from personal experience, from my knowledge, that as a businessman, as a private citizen, not as someone who does taxes, that the IRS only considers your business like a business for the first few years that you're making a loss, that you can write it off, and then after that, you're basically just a very expensive hobby. And that's the point that I'm looking like I might be heading towards if I don't start making a profit sometime this year or next year. I might just end up being, I'm a very expensive hobby, and there's no point in keep going at that point if I've got nothing but expenses that I can no longer write off of my taxes and no profit. So that's the other issue that I'm basically looking at, is should I keep doing this or not? Is it even worth it? Financially, I'm just losing money, not making any money. So I've got set up, I've got the 2 websites, and then I've got my YouTube videos, and Spotify. Let me see, I've got everything open. Let me pull it up on my computer. So I've got Anchor FM by Spotify, where I have that on all major streaming services. I have my podcast, it's called Terror Alley Podcast, and I have the 2 websites, Pylon Arts Entertainment and Keep Loud and Weird, and I have my YouTube channel, and then I have a Bonfire online store that is linked to the website, where I have Keep Loud and Weird products for sale. But so far no one has bought them. I am the only person who has bought any of my t-shirts that I designed. And then I have a Fiverr, where I do just kind of like gig work, which is what Fiverr is you do like you do gigs that people hire you for, which I've gotten no offers on there ever in all the years I've been on there, and nobody needed my services. I'm doing like creative writing type stuff, and then I just recently started a stream. So the YouTube requirements are pretty extreme. You gotta be on there for at least a year. You have to have 1,000 subscribers, I believe it is, and or at least 1,000, I think. Let me check that again, because I'm not sure. It might be. Let me pull that up and make sure I'm getting the right information here, because I know it's pretty extensive what they want. A year, 1,000 subscribers. Okay, I was correct. And 4,000 hours. So I've got 5 subscribers and 26 hours. So the odds of me making any money off of YouTube are very low. It's very likely I'm just never going to make a single cent off of here. Anchor FM, their requirements, they have basically no requirements. It's all based on how much money you make based on the sponsorships that you have on your episodes. How many views of or listens to your sponsorships that you get, that's what determines how much money you make. So I've got 63 cents on there right now, and you have to have a minimum of $15 before you can cash out. So eventually I could get the $15 and then cash out the $15. That would be $15 versus $1,000 potentially invested. So I'd still be, at a total loss. I wouldn't be really making any money. I'd be making $15, but I'd still be in the negative. And then Fiverr, basically you set the amounts that you want on there. I'm just think I've got like $10 or whatever I was doing, because I was gonna offer to do a lot on there, and I was gonna have basically looking over people's books, what they need done on there, giving them the editing and revision and all that. Let me see let me go to my dashboard on there and see what I've got set up. Yeah, I've got proofread, critique, edit, and revise up to 10,000 words within 2 days. Can't remember what I set it to. Maybe like $15, $10. It's not showing up on here. but nobody ever requested it, so I made no money there. And then Bonfire, you just design like original merchandise. Like I designed these T-shirts, and then you set the price and all that. So I got mine like yeah, I've got both of mine set to just make like $5 in profit. Like one of them cost $28.36, I think, or no, $22.35, and the other one is $27.99. It looks like, but I'm just making like $5 off of both of them. In theory, if I were making any money at all. Which I'm not, because I'm the only person who bought them, so I paid myself. And then Twitch, the requirements on here, I know I found it earlier, I don't remember where it is now, but you gotta get like, it's really low compared to some of the other services like YouTube and all that. It's a lot easier and faster to make the money on Twitch. It's like 50 followers. It's somewhere on here. They have, my biggest complaint about Twitch is they have a really hard to navigate website, and it's not a very easy to use format. Like I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out how to use it, what I was doing, and I had to download software and install it and get that working, and try to like watch tutorials online. And I'm still learning, because there's a lot of things you can do with it, but it's not as easy as it looks unless you're like very tech savvy and into like gaming and computers and all that. But which I'm not doing gaming on there, which most people do on there. I'm just doing like telling stories and reviewing TV shows and different weird stuff like that. Like I haven't really found like a niche yet. I haven't found what people want to listen to or hear from me. So just kind of like trying everything just to figure it out. But it's somewhere on there that you gotta have like 4 requirements. You need to be on for like 8 days or something like that, and get 50 viewers or 50 followers, and get 8 hours of views and something like that. It's like it's 4 different requirements that are all pretty low. So I know I'm about like a fourth of the way there already after just only a few days of messing around with it and not even really knowing what I'm doing. So they look pretty easy to make money off of compared to some of the others like YouTube. But I don't know how much they pay, and like I said, it's a really hard to navigate website here, so I'm not seeing where it comes up. This is what your requirements are, and this is how much money we're going to give you, blah blah. I have no clue where I would find that information on here without like having to Google it and look it up. But yeah, so I'm doing all those things, and I'm just making zero money on it. I'm just losing money, and I'm probably going to keep doing that for a while. And basically the whole, it's easy and it's simple, whatever, to make money online. No, it's not. It's very hard and long and difficult and frustrating process, like most things in life. And I've generally found, I've heard people say they have had success doing the things that I've done, but all the people I'm talking to are like, we couldn't get success doing that where you're living, because there's just, like I said, there's no community here, and a lot of it's based on networking. You got to get out there, you got to meet people, you got to talk to people, you got to get them from offline in the real world, like IRL, onto the online to start generating that traffic. That's a lot easier to do if you're living like in a big city like LA or Chicago or New York or San Francisco or whatever, or Austin, especially, very open culture there. And that's what I was trying to kind of like foster here, and it just seems like it's impossible to do. Like you could in theory be making money off of doing the types of things I'm trying to do online, but I don't think you can do it here where I live, is basically the experience I'm running into. And so I'm kind of reaching that point of should I just cut my losses and give up or not? Because basically it just doesn't seem possible to be successful at what I'm trying to do, because I'm putting all my money and effort into it, and I don't have a job right now. I'm just on unemployment. I'm just getting back no results, no traffic, no money. and so it just doesn't seem worth it or possible. But that's basically my lecture on making money online. Sorry to disappoint anyone out there who's interested in doing that, who wants to hear, oh, how do I do good at that? I don't know, because I'm following all the advice and getting no results. So that's basically all I have to say about that. Is like, you can do everything right and then still not get anywhere with it. So it's a very unforgiving business. That's not the way they make it seem. Like everybody should be online doing this. You should be making tons of money. It's not that. You have to have an audience, and you have to have some type of hook, some type of almost a gimmick, some people might say, to get people to like watch you and listen to you and give you their money, basically. And if you're just out here like I am, just doing it and being like, okay, well, this is just me, and I'm in, like I said, this very closed-minded, insulated environment where there's just nobody supporting anybody, and me just going on here and being like, okay, this is me, and these are the things I have to talk about, and having virtually no audience, I'm never going to be able to make any type of money off that. It's impossible. The only way I could see it working is to synergize, and that's what I've been trying to do. Is, like I said, I've been trying to get other people to work with me and be like, okay, if you want to get somewhere in this business, you have to be willing to work with other people, and nobody wants to do that. So as long as that's the place where I live and the culture and the environment, nobody's gonna make any money doing this type of thing around here. You're all just gonna be like talking into the void and getting no viewers. So that's basically like all I have to say about that. Sorry to be so negative. Thank you for watching. I hope you tune in next time.